gorgeous look at a place of NFL history. Welcome to Soldier Field in Chicago. Today we've got a battle here in the NFC North. It's the Detroit Lions and the Chicago Bears.
2026 Chicago Bears.
Jake Bates now ready to get this one started. And here we go from Chicago. Josh Blackwell to return it. They'll bottle him up just as he gets it to the 30. So out come the Bears, ready for their first possession. They'll be led out by last year's #1 overall pick, Brock. Looking to build on his decent debut season here in year 2. It's Caleb Williams.
His rookie season last year, Kate, a reminder that no matter how talented you are, this league can humble you. And it didn't help being the most sacked quarterback in football as well. But remember, 3,500 yards and 20 touchdowns, he showed glimpses of what I know Chicago wants more of this year.
Now here's DeAndre Swift on the ground. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
I don't think that's the amount that... Find a more aggressive call on second.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. Williams on the play action. The right side hauled in by Komet. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
That's not a big completion on a stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Working from the gun, Williams. Has his man caught by Odunze. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. They get 19 on that pickup. And it'll be first down Bears.
And the Bears first down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
They run the counter with Swift. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL. But it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there.
Williams from the gun. Finds his running back, DeAndre Swift. And he's tackled for a short gain.
That's the defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
3rd down here, need 8 on the play. 3rd and long for him here. Past the line, he's going to run for it. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
They just keep working it forward early. We've got 1st and 10 now from the 35. Running with Swift out of the gun. And he's not going to be happy picking himself back up after this. They're sent backwards on 1st down.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Out of the gun, here's Williams. And there's a catch for Luther Burden. And he's going to be stopped, but not before he gets it down to the 14. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
That's another Bears first down. First and 10 at
the analytics will tell you a handful of these kind of plays per game, and your odds per drive of scoring go way up.
Bringing the offense up to the line. First and 10. Love this. Tight end getting the run. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
I know they had bigger visions when they called that play. This is one of those spots, Kate, where when a defense is dialed in, especially in the red zone, it's very tough to surprise them with anything.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Now an inside handoff to Swift. And he's stopped as we get closer to our first points of this ball game. It's going to be first and goal now.
A gain of 9 yards. And the Bears first down.
That's the type of call that offensively, man, it just builds so much confidence. I don't even think they were looking to get the first down. Just get to a manageable third down, but instead they move the chains, and that is one disheartening look on that defense.
Swift will not get past the line. He's held up at the 4. Ooh, talk about a bad look there, Brock. Going jumbo set and still moving backwards after that play.
I don't think you're talking to this defense, Kate, because I think they thought that was an excellent look to knock that thing backwards.
Yeah, good point, good point. Backed up to the 4-yard line now. It's 2nd and goal. First carry here for the rookie out of Rutgers. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Bears finish up an excellent opening series. Well, this coaching staff has got to be a happy partner. A calm and calculated opening drive. Really impressed with the score, how they controlled the football, and they played at their own pace.
Yeah, it's one of those drives that just pays dividends. I know it's the opening drive, but you're just taking some of the starch out of that defense and putting some doubt in their mind. Like, man, they just methodically shoved it right down our throat.
Now Cairo Santos on to add the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Bears will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Lions nothing.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. This return starts at the 5. Decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. So the Lions take the field for their first drive. Leading them out, he's got his first MVP votes after a career-best season last year. Now reached a decade in this league. It's Jared Goff.
Kate, there are other flashier quarterbacks that make more highlight reel plays than Jared Goff. There certainly are bigger and stronger athletes playing the position today, but Jared's just a throwback, a guy that understands the timing and the precision. I love that he knows what he is and what he isn't when it comes to his skills, and it's why he's been able to flow, why he continues to sustain a lot of success in this league.
I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
Here's Goff. Brought in right side. And he's going to be taken down here after he takes it to the 45. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
First game on the ground to Jahmyr Gibbs. Finds a seam, left side, he's off to the races. He will go! Touchdown, Detroit! The Lions finish off their opening drive. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown.
You know, Kate, I think one thing we've clearly learned about the analytics of this game at the NFL level, explosive plays matter. And to get one on the opening series, that has got to feel good for this offense.
Now it's Jake Bates for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Lions start off well to tie things 7-7. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to center away. Devin Duvernay to return it. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Back out comes the Chicago offense for their second drive. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. Chicago bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10. Here's Swift to start the drive. And it looks like they're giving about 2 on the opening play of this drive.
That's the kind of yardage it's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. On play action, here's Williams. Komet's got it, left side. And he's going to go out of bounds. Looks a little short of the 35.
Kid, I can promise you that's one of those play-action plays they've repped over the week during practice. That both quarterback and tight end went to bed last night thinking, man, I hope this one's called. And when it is, I hope you have just a little space to operate. That play-action works beautifully. And the tight end, the beneficiary.
3rd and 2, Williams. That's caught for the first. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
That's good for a Bears 1st down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
The ball's on the 48. Here we go. 1st down. Here's Williams. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete.
As a defense, you got to see the pass. You got to time up your hit, and you got to jar that ball loose. Not a lot of offensive players are hanging on to that one through a well-placed hit.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun to give to Swift. And he's got it up to midfield and into Lions territory. Give him 3 that time. That's going to bring up 3rd and 7.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. To the air on 3rd and long. Throwing all the way to the end zone here. And that is caught. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears break the tie here in the 1st. DJ Moore, the touchdown.
A receiver this skilled, well, he's got every route in his back pocket, but sometimes simple is better. No complicated cuts, no double moves. You just go run right by him.
Santos now for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Bears take the lead here, 14-7 in the first.
14, Lions 7.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Detroit getting its offense set for their second drive. And the last time they had it, they ran it down the field on him. I'd expect some better resistance up front if they try that again. The Detroit offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Off play action, Goff. Looking right, and he finds him. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
They'll toss it to Gibbs. Excellent play defensively as they get to him behind the line. That's going to bring up 3rd down. A great call in a short yardage situation right there, Brock, and that was exactly the type of front that defense needed to have.
Yeah, I agree with you. I love the X's and O's of it, and then even more, the guys going out there and executing it, pulling the trigger to create that loss.
These two NFC North teams have played one so far. It's a 14-7 game. Back to Soldier Field in just a moment. Back and beginning the second quarter. Lions in possession. They have 3rd and 4 to start out. Shotgun snap here to go. It's on target to Williams. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. Pick up a 5 on that play. And the Lions have a 1st down.
I feel so bad. I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically, Kate. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today, because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you, well, there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
That's caught. Here comes Jahmyr Gibbs. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the 1st.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
Running it with David Montgomery. Drops by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, and they got a tackle behind the line, but a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. And off the play fake, here's Goff. Shovel pass complete! And he's brought down at the line.
You know, Kate, it's almost as if the defense invited him to make that throw. That was a play they knew they could defend, and they stopped it right at the line.
This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Complete beyond the marker. And they make the tackle at the 38. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that is good for a Detroit first down.
It's another Detroit Lions.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
On 1st down, it's Goff. Has him on the quick hitter. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. Give him 13 on that play. And the Lions have a 1st down.
13 yards.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
To the line and set. Here we go, 1st down. They go play action with Goff. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the 1st.
That's such a good example, Kate. You don't have to be an elite runner to be a good thrower of the football on the run. The same fundamentals, the attention to detail to be a good pocket passer, they show up on the run as well. That's an excellent job getting the completion.
Here's Goff on 1st and 10. Checks it down to Gibbs. And this one's only going to pick up a couple before he heads out of bounds.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. When one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
This is Gibbs on 2nd down. And this is headed the wrong way. They're going to lose yards here, and it's going to bring up 3rd down. The line between safeties and linebackers gets real blurred on plays like that, Brock. He handled that one just like a Mike would have.
Yeah, if injuries were to ever crop up, Kate, I bet he could handle the linebacker spot for them as well. Just tremendous diagnosis in that run support.
Goff on 3rd. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete.
Okay, we've seen this running back pretty busy here early on in the passing game, and not just with checkdowns. You could tell this was going to be part of the game plan, and I don't think one incompletion here to him is going to deter that effort.
On 4th down, the Lions going to try to put 3 on the board here with Jake Bates. This is going to be a 31-yarder from the right hash. Bates' kick is up and good. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. Here's Duvernay on the return. He's stopped on the run back at the 27. The Bears and DJ Moore back in possession here. And we'll see if the perfect start can continue as they try for their 3rd touchdown in 3 drives. Bears making their way up to the line. Here comes 1st and 10. This drive's going to begin with a run by Swift. He's able to drive that pile about a yard. Alex Anzalone there on the stop.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Off the play fake, Williams. Shovel pass complete. He dodged the tackle. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. Gain of 9 yards on the play. And that'll be 1st down, Chicago.
First down.
You could do a lot worse than a quick little shuffle give sometimes. I like that play. That shuffle pass just keeps the defense honest, keeps them guessing a little bit. Normally goes for positive yardage, and sometimes you're even able to surprise that defense entirely.
This is brought in along the sideline. High degree of difficulty for a short gain.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. A handoff left for Swift. Oh, man, nothing for him again, Brock. It has been a struggle all game as this one's quickly mopped up, too.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
3rd and 4 coming up now. Williams from the gun. He's brought in by Burton. And they're going to hold him down just shy of the 40. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
That's good for the Bears. First down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
So first down from the 41. One play action, Williams. Knocked away, that's going to be incomplete. Defender there, that brings up 2nd down.
Playing zone coverage in the NFL, we focus so much on the safeties and corners, but so many times it's the linebackers that are the X factors. They make that zone defense go. Tremendous awareness to knock that ball away.
2nd down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. To throw, Williams. He set up the screen here to Swift. And he's able to get this down to the 36.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
This is going to be play number 8 of this drive as they set up for 3rd and 5. Here's Williams again. It's on target to Moore. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it. Give him 8 yards on the play. And it'll be first down Bears.
1st and 10 at the 28.
As a quarterback, when you throw that curl route, you know it's a tight window, Kate. But the minute that DB turns and can't react to the throw, you put it right on your receiver's numbers. He comes back and gets it and moves the sticks.
So 2 minutes still to play in this first half, partner. The Bears on top here at Soldier Field. First down, Williams. Short pass brought in. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. An even 10-yard gain on the play. And that'll be first down, Chicago.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum. Keep that defense on its heels.
Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10. Running behind center with Swift. Well, he continues to find no traction on the ground here, Brock, as they bring him down for no gain.
They got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Staying grounded with Swift. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down. The Bears decide to call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. That one felt kind of counterintuitive there, Brock. They load up the line with that extra blocking, and then the run goes out to the edge anyway.
That's right. You put 2 tight ends on the field, yeah, you can live with a stalemate. It's hard to move people in the NFL, but you do not want to go backwards.
Extra man in the secondary for the Lions on this 3rd down. They'll air it out on 3rd. He has the first over the middle. And this is down all the way to the 3. Timeout Chicago. It uses its 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
Breaking the huddle. Here's 1st and goal. To throw is Williams. And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. And they hit him for a loss on 1st and goal.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Needing 10 yards now as they line up at 2nd and goal. Working from the gun, Williams. Throw is caught. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line. Now just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense, and they can try for some points going into the break. The Bears bring on Cairo Santos for the field goal. Only a 20-yarder here. Santos' kick is good. And add 3 to their lead as it extends to 7. So a one-possession game, Brock, after our first 2 quarters. Now let's throw it over to our pal Scott Hansen. He's got our halftime report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the 3rd quarter as we're ready to kick off the 2nd half. Back out to our commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Thanks for that update, Scott. Welcome back, everyone, for the 3rd quarter. Got a one-touchdown game here as we get you back down to the field. Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Jacob Sailors now to return it. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Here comes the offense for Detroit to begin the 2nd half. They'll try to get that ground game established better than they did in the opening half, Brock. See if they can attack that deficit. All right, Lions just about ready. 1st and 10. Play action here with Goff. Finds him over the middle. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line.
Yeah, these in cuts maybe aren't the hardest throws from a degree of difficulty, Kate, but it does take some courage as a quarterback to throw into congested spaces, but it can pay big dividends.
Only need about the length of the football, maybe a touch more on his 2nd and inches. Shotgun snap here to Goff. Throwing the out route complete. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that is good for a Detroit 1st down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. Handoff to Gibbs from the gun. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
Off the play fake. Here's Goff. Connects on the crosser. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the 1st.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
On first down, it's Gibbs. Give him 5 on that play as he gets him inside the red zone.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost when he busts those tackles.
First down run gets him 6, so now it is 2nd and 4. Again, it's Gibbs. And it'll be 1st and goal. Stop is made at the 5-yard line.
A gain of 12 yards. That's another Detroit Lions first down.
I just love that so much, Kate. Yeah, they trailed at the break, but that doesn't deter you from running the ball. And results like that will more than likely have them lean into the run game.
Out of the shotgun, Goff. Thinking touchdown here, but they cannot connect. So that's going to send them back to the line for 2nd and goal. Ooh, sure looked like they were sitting on that slant, weren't they, Brock? If a route was going to beat them, it was not going to be that one.
Yeah, we see this route all the time, really at every level of football, because as a receiver, you just want to get inside that defender, and when you do, you hope to find that connection, but the contact knocked that sucker away.
Screen here for Gibbs. And the defense waiting for him at the line, and he goes down.
Okay, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
On 3rd and goal, Goff. And he's going to take this in. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions cut into the lead coming out of halftime. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the 4th quarter that could go either way.
Bates now for the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Lions make it 17-all.
17.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Here's Duvernay on the return. Escapes the defender. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. The Bears about set for their next possession. And this is an important drive to get momentum back after that touchdown tied things up. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. A give right side for Swift. And he's going to be sent out of bounds just after he crosses the 35. They gain 11 on that play. And it'll be 1st down Bears.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
They've got 1st down here from the 36. Going to run again with Swift. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7.
Hey, not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more, and they know it.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, here's Williams. Connecting with his back here, Swift. And this This is taken ahead to the 42. Tackled by Jack Campbell.
It's a gain of 4.
Translatable skills. That's what you call it. So effective as a runner, but those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates it now as a receiver in the open field.
To the line. Here's 3rd and 3. Williams set to pass. Has his man caught by Odunze. And he's officially in enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the first.
For a Bears first down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Well, there's a time to be a little finessey with the football, put a little touch on, and then there's time to put your arm into it and let it eat. Throw it right through your target's chest. This one, well, that one right there was the latter. Smart to make a fastball zing in before anyone could undercut the curl route.
Broken up by a big guy at the line. And it sets up 2nd down.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
No luck on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. Williams off the play fake. Hits him on the out route. And they're on him to send him out right before he gets to that 30-yard line. A pickup of 17. And that'll be 1st down, Chicago.
They've run this 12-yard out route, Kate, at the combine, well, all the way back to last century when I had to throw it. In this throw, this is a big boy throw. This is a differentiator. Can you make that deep out throw on time, on rhythm, and accurately? Well, that was teaching tape right there.
And they're going to be set up at the 11 after that play. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And it'll be 1st down, Bears. Double coverage, deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. 3 yards on the 1st down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
The screen pass falls incomplete.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field, but in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down. Williams will look to throw. We've got a screen to the running back. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
It's plays like that, Kate, right wrong. When I sit and judge a defense, I judge the awareness. I judge how well that coordinator's got him equipped to see what's going on the field, and not just see it, but attack it. And they devoured that screen game on 3rd down.
A 21-yard attempt.
Santos' kick is good. And they're able to convert despite that errant snap.
That's why they spend all the time on the practice field during the week. That kind of operation. Perfect rhythm, perfect timing, and a 2 for 2 for this kicker.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. He fields it from the 8. Jukes away from 1. This makes it up to the 25. This offense headed back to the field, led by their receiver. And all that's needed here, Brock, is some repeat execution from that last series. Of course, I'd expect the defense has made some adjustments after giving up that touchdown.
And that is the beauty of this game we love so much. Those back and forth adjustments on the sidelines. And can this offense do what it did a drive ago? And that is stay one play ahead of their defensive foes.
The Detroit offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Goff. Underneath, it's Gibbs. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it stopped.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve. Some call it automatic. but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2. Off play action. Goff. Downfield. This finds St. Brown. And this is going to take him up and across midfield there at the opposing 45. It's a gain of 22. And the Lions have a first down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45. Goff off the play action. To the right and hauled in by Laporta. This one doesn't get much. Down to the 41. Ruben Hippolyte the second, able to bring him down.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Straight ahead with Gibbs. His push straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. Hit made by T.J. Edwards.
A gain of a yard on the play. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. From the gun, Goff. Hits his running back. He dodged the tackle. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck.
A gain of 19 yards.
This is the end of the 3rd quarter. It's Lions ball. They come in trailing, but that lead is within reach. All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. That'll be incomplete to start the new set of downs. He was hoping to get it to Isaac Tislaw there. So it'll be 2nd down.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10. Goff back to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Complete to Amon-Ra St. Brown. A gain of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Good moving drive, but it could stall out here. We've got 3rd and 4. Throwing again. Here's Goff. That one's complete right side. And he's going to have enough for the first down. Not by much. He got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with the 1st and goal.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. A tight end that moves the chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
Got that chip shot in their back pocket to tie it. A chance at the lead here first, though. 1st and goal. Off the gut they go with Gibbs. Fights his way through a tackle. And he pushes them a little closer to the 3. Give him 4 on that play. So now they've got 2nd and goal.
SOS. You hear me talk about it between the 20s a lot. Stay on schedule. But it comes into play 1st and goal situations too. Because a run like that now, well, it leaves that whole playbook wide open for you.
Here's another for him. And he's stonewalled by this front right at the 3. Only manages 1 yard on that run, so now they'll need 3 on 3rd and goal.
Okay, this is going to be a fascinating call because defensively you've stopped the run twice now, and I think you believe on that side, well, they got to put it in the air. But this is also where the offense could say, we got 2 more shots. Let's continue to pound the football. Can't wait to watch this one.
He brings it in for the Detroit touchdown. The Lions take a 4th quarter lead. Well, Brock, you know this better than most. Sometimes these dudes can be a quarterback's best friend, finding the tight end in the end zone for 6.
And it really has been that way for decades when you think about it, Kate. From John Mackey to Tony Gonzalez to Travis Kelce. The position can be such a mismatch when you're throwing for the end zone.
Now a try to go up by 4, put it out of the range of a field goal. The point after splits the uprights. And the Lions take a 4-point lead.
Lions 24, Bears 20.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Here's Duvernay on the return. He's stopped on the run back at the 27. The Bears and Caleb Williams running out for their next drive. And he has continued to own this defense and keep on throwing that football, partner, making this performance one that he's going to remember, but as you like to say, the defense would probably rather forget. Chicago bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10. Now a give to Swift. And hopefully a bit of a wake-up for their ground game. It's a solid pickup there on the play. Halfway there on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground. You could throw beyond the sticks. You really create some indecision now defensively.
Here's Swift on 2nd down. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. They get it to single yard that time. They're going to have to solve 3rd down and 4.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
Williams from the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And they come up big on 3rd down there with the sack.
Wow, it has been such a good day offensively for the guys up front. That's actually the first sack by this defense. And now comes the real question mark. Will it lead to more? Or will this offense learn a lesson and get back to the rhythm they've been in protecting?
On 4th down, it's Torrey Taylor on for the Bears to punt this away. And this somehow is only going to be our first punt of the game. Fair catch calling for, and he's got it right near the 30-yard line. The Lions and Jahmyr Gibbs back out on offense. And those legs must be tired, but he ain't stopping, Brock. Not with the type of game that he's been having for himself on the ground. All right, Lions just about ready. 1st and 10. We motion the tight end over. Let's start on the ground with Gibbs. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Throwing is gone. Completed over the middle. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
About set. This is 3rd and 5. Shotgun snap here to Goff. And that one hits the deck. No fear from them trying to go deep on 3rd down. You love that. Don't love the fact they couldn't connect. 4th down coming up.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
On comes Jack Fox to handle the 4th down punt for the Lions. Fair catch called for and made just outside the 20. Chicago getting set to take the field now. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. Bears making their way up to the line. Here comes 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Williams. Finds him on the crossing route. And he's going to be brought down here at the 42. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down.
Bears, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
I don't care how good a secondary you are, how loaded you are with talent. When you've got time to allow a receiver to work from one side of the field all the way to the other versus zone coverage, well, you're going to make a defense pay.
1st down. Here's Swift. And hopefully a bit of a wake-up for their ground game. It's a solid pickup there on the play. It's a solid 70-yard pickup on 1st down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
To throw is Williams. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Brock. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
Looking to throw. Lofts it deep right side. Well, they had the look, certainly didn't shy away from it, but couldn't connect, and now they're stuck facing 4th down.
I think I got the same thought bubble as all the fans in the stands with that one. You just got to tuck it. Don't try to force the issue. You're out there in the open space, put your head down and go get the 1st.
Chicago brings out the punting unit. Torrey Taylor will kick this away. And that punt hits and kicks out of bounds beyond the opposing 35. The offense headed out now for Detroit. They didn't add to their lead last time out. They punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. First and 10 from the 32. First play, they go quick out to the left, complete. And he's forced out of bounds after picking up about 7.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
2nd and 3 now. Play action here with Goff. Catch made over the middle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
As any quarterback will tell you over the course of their career, it's not easy to deliver an accurate throw if you're about to get smacked.
44-yard line.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. They go play action with Goff. Connects on the crosser. And he's hauled out of bounds as he takes this down to the 30. It's a pickup of 26. And that is good for a Detroit 1st down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Gibbs now from the gun. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. The Bears decide to call their first timeout. May still have 2 to work with in this final quarter.
Well, that's just about textbook defense and how to shut down an RPO. The coverage was tight, the numbers were up, and then the bodies were there to stuff that run before it could get going.
2nd and 10. Need something positive here. Off the play fake. Here's Goff. Brought in right side. He's right up next to that first down. Doesn't quite get there. Gain of 9. That brings up 3rd and short. Timeout Chicago. It uses its second. And with another one gone, they're going to have just 1 remaining this game. Here we go. Goal line formation coming out on 3rd and inches. Trying to sneak here. Goff. And they're going to down him by contact as they've got enough for a new set of downs. The Bears going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And this could be an issue the rest of the way with no way to stop this clock.
1st down, Detroit.
So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun. Goff. Short pass brought in. And he's going to be out of bounds after it looks like about a yard there. 2nd down coming up.
There's no negatives ever on a grade sheet for a completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Throwing now off the play action. Yet another grab for Williams. And he's out just before he can hit the end zone, but what a nice 1st and goal here from the 2. Well, that right there is about the best you could hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and 2 guys can't stop one.
They'll run here. It's Montgomery. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Lions now lead by 10. David Montgomery with the touchdown. Well, in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
Bates now for the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Lions drive their lead to 11.
Bears 20.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Here's Duvernay on the return. Escapes a defender. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Chicago's offense trotting out there for another series. This could be the decisive drive. Down 2 scores late. They've got to find some points to get it back within 1. Chicago bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Williams. Connecting with his back here, Swift. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line.
These intermediate gains, that's the wheelhouse for these two to connect on. Start the series off well, and it sure keeps the defense on its toes in case they try to load up and just simply cover the receivers.
It's the 2-minute warning from Chicago. Bears at a 2-score deficit. Offensive line, this is 2nd and 4. Williams to throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Just couldn't find Romadunze there. And now they need to get 4 on 3rd down.
You know, the goal on a lot of these short throws is to simply let the receiver create some yards after the catch, that yak. Well, I think he was thinking about the yak before he actually secured the catch.
Trying to push deep downfield. And they can't connect on the 3rd down deep shot. Love the courage they had to try it, but it's incomplete, and now we've got 4th down.
You never, ever, as an offense, like 3-and-outs, Kate, but you really don't like them on 3rd down when you throw into tight coverage like that. Got to manufacture a better look.
Need a touchdown and a field goal. Looks like they want the tougher part first. The offense going for it on 4th down. Desperation time here. And he will get the first as they touch him down.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Darrell Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield.
Sticking in the air, it's Williams. Finds him over the middle. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook wide open.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Here's Williams again. Hits him on the out route. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Down 2 scores, no timeouts remaining, long odds ahead of him. It's 1st and 10. Again, it's Williams. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
To the air yet again, Williams. Still has some space inside the 35. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
27-yard line.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. He's going to throw it again. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. So the Lions get the win on the road. And, partner, I know you took down plenty of division rivals in your NFL days. Heck, your conference opponents back in Washington in your college days always makes the win a little bit sweeter when it comes against a rival, doesn't it?
Yeah, there's just a little bit more emotion. There just is.
Yeah.
I mean, you try to keep every game level, and no opponent's bigger than the other, but familiarity does breed a little more contempt, and we could feel it today, and that's why that W is a little bit sweeter.
So for my partner Brock Heward and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Lions as we say so long from Chicago.